guys, welcome to another video. I am right where we left off in the last video I made, which honestly is probably gonna post on the same day anyway, but today's video is about the Collector's Bounty. So this event is for all your mounts that are pre-Dragonflight. It also includes legendary stuff like the bow that drops out of Sunwell and you know, the molten core weapons and stuff like that, as well as other transmogs. So really, one thing I'd like to highlight in today's video is an add-on that, if you've been watching the channel, you've known about for a while, because I've been talking about it for years. I've been using it for years, and I actually have some streams that have been like dedicated to this add-on, and that is all the things. So this is the add-on here. You can filter it if you don't want to collect absolutely everything. However, I always thought that people that did that really kind of defeated the purpose of the add-on, the whole point. Like, it's called all the things. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say I don't filter anything out. The only thing like truly filtered out is things that you can't actually collect anymore. But aside from that, that is the true percentage. And yeah, so reason I am showing this off is because due to the Collector's Bounty, a lot of people are just thinking mounts, right? But it is more than just mounts. It is also transmogs, and it's pre-Dragonflight. So when you go into this stuff, say you're gonna do dungeons and raids, you are, like here, molten core. I have pretty good progress. It used to be 100. I wonder if they added, because I had my classic was all like 100. And I was working in a row, and I was on Lich King, actually. Yeah, unless it's all BOEs. No. Oh, you know what it is? Because it's all characters now. I used to have it so that it was only leather, because at that time I only really transmogged with this character, which I still only transmog farm with her. But now that you can loot for all the different, plate cloth, mail, and leather all on the same character, yeah, that's why that percentage, yeah. I was gonna say, because I'm usually 80% complete on all the things, so yeah, I haven't really focused it, like, extreme since then. I used to pretty much solely play for all the things, more or less. But point is, we're getting a little off track here. Point is that Classic, BC, Wrath, Kata, Panda, everything pre-Dragonflight. So anything that is not Dragonflight or War Within, you can go get a 5% extra chance on. So that is transmogs, that's your mounts, and yeah, so it's a great time to actually, if you were ever interested in an add-on like this, it's a great time to put some work into it. And yeah. Now keep in mind, 1 month is not enough time. If you're after mounts, focus your mounts by all means. I'm just gonna put a fair warning out that it takes a long ass time to get these kind of percentages. So yeah, these percentages weren't overnight. Yeah, so just keep that in mind, that it's gonna kickstart it, but you're not gonna see like super hot percentages at the end of the month. But maybe if you focus like classic, don't do like pick one expansion or one version that you want to do and just focus it, and then maybe you get like, I don't know, maybe you end up with classic being almost 100% by the end of a month, right? Because you're focusing that one. Just all of it, there's a lot, you know? Like, look at the total number. 36,485. You know, and let's be real, most of that, like Panda is holding on to most of that, 5,000, and then I guess Lich King has 6,000, so yeah, you're looking at a lot there. So anyway, I thought we would end this video with us trying for a mount. I'll pick a nice quick one. The main one I'm hoping for is Gmod, but I'm not gonna run Gmod right now. I don't want to have to edit out a lot of this video, so we're just gonna go to BFA and we're gonna run Underrot. Underrot I have over 100 attempts on. It's basically my last BFA. It's the, aside from Gmod, I guess, it's the last BFA dungeon I'm working on. Yeah. Okay, we are at the last boss. Okay, here's to hoping we get the mount. I have a lot of attempts on this one, so, you know, I have a lot on all of them, honestly. They've all been my weekly mount farm for years now. 5%'s pretty low still, but better than 1.
Contagion detected. Sanitize.
Which way?
Engaging final safeguard. Destroy virulent source.
Nope.
Go! Get help! I'll see what I can do from inside Uldir to stop this corruption.
Okay, so that's a negative, but I thought I'd at least show it off just to show you, you know, this, well, I guess that this is one of the many, but like I said, any mounts that are pre-Dragonflight, you can do this with. And yeah. So, if I get any this week, guys, you will know I'll make it a video. As for my stream viewers, I'll have mount farms back in next week. Stuff came up. I'm recording this on Wednesday. This will probably post Thursday. But some stuff came up I had to cancel. My apologies. I don't usually cancel the mount farming day. It is, I find it is the day people like the most. But that's a rip on Underrot, so Underrot is gonna be streamed again like usual next week. Unless I bring some alts in. We'll see how what I have time for, right? The thing is, the collector's bounty might not seem like much, but it's a lot, honestly. Because if you got mounts that you want to loot pre-Dragonflight, then you are gonna want to bring every alt that can run that, right? And then on top of that, you got transmogs that maybe you, yeah, and that shit adds up. That is, like, it might not seem like much, but once you start bringing alts in and stuff, or you start combining mounts and transmogs, and you got 1 month to do it, yeah, I could see a lot of people cramming in WoW time this month, for sure. Trying to do as much as they possibly can during this buff. So yeah. But anyway, that concludes this video. Happy mount farming, guys. Happy transmog farming. Once again, it's 5% extra on top of what your mount would normally be. So all the mounts are at least a 5%, but there are some that would be higher. Also, the bow from like Sunwell, that transmog, that's like normally a 7% drop rate. So that transmog is going to be in, you know, like almost 40%, right? So so there's that to think about. So keep in mind that it doesn't mean everything's 5%. It's just easy to tell people that all the mounts are 5% because it takes away a lot of like confusion. But technicality, it's plus 5% to whatever that mount is actually normally at. But keep in mind that they did make it so that if anything's like under 1%, then it's just a minimum 5%. So yeah. Also, I just wanted to, you know, say something that upsets me a bit, but another mount that I really would have liked to farm is Peacekeeper. I am really bummed out that this event is during a season where they kind of locked us from going after Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper is 0.5% normally. It would have been so nice to have Peacekeeper at a 5%. Like, I'm just gonna say, it would have been so nice to have that extra possibility, you know, because that mount is, a lot of the time, I'm just so down when I farm it, because I just know I'm not looting it. It's a 0.5%, you know. Not that I haven't looted low mounts before. I do have the Love Rocket, which is a 0.03, but, or at least it was when I looted it. But you know, 0.5% is still very, very low. And yeah, so I just thought I'd end the video with, you know, me saying that, you know, I do wish they would have done something to allow us in there during this buff. Because to be fair, I would rather have that even over Gmod. You know, Gmod is a big one I want because I farm on one single character. I farm every mode, LFR, normal, heroic, and mythic, and I can't take the skip because of it putting me, you know, a boss past Gmod, and I just want it out of the way so that not only can I start taking the skip to Jaina's mount, but also I can just only do mythic. Yeah, so, but I'd rather continue farming Gmod on 4 difficulties than continue farming the Peacekeeper. Yeah, so yeah. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of the video. I just thought I'd end it with that. Let me know, anyone feel the same as me? You know, if you still need Peacekeeper. I'm sure there's some people that have it, but I'm sure a huge majority of people don't. And it just would have been a nice one. But nonetheless, good luck with all your farms that you decide to do through the Collector's Bounty, and have a great day. Bye, guys.